A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a bold statement that has reverberated through political circles, Vice President Kamala Harris has condemned former President Donald Trump for his inflammatory remarks regarding former Congresswoman Liz Cheney. Speaking to reporters after arriving in Madison, Wisconsin, Harris characterized Trump's comments as not only irresponsible, but also disqualifying for anyone seeking the presidency. This confrontation comes at a critical time in the 2024 campaign, as both Harris and Trump ramp up their efforts to secure votes in key battleground states. Harris's remarks were triggered by Trump's recent comments during an interview with Tucker Carlson, where he suggested that Cheney, a prominent critic of his, should be subjected to violence. Trump stated, "Let's put her with a rifle standing there with 9 barrels shooting at her, okay?" This rhetoric has drawn sharp rebuke from both sides of the political aisle, with many viewing it as an alarming escalation in the already heated political climate. "This must be disqualifying," Harris asserted, emphasizing that anyone aspiring to be president who engages in such violent rhetoric is clearly unfit for the role. She praised Cheney as a true patriot who has prioritized the country over party lines, contrasting her courage with Trump's increasingly vindictive approach to politics. Harris's comments reflect a growing concern among Democrats about Trump's influence and the potential consequences of his rhetoric on political discourse. She described Trump as someone who views his political opponents as enemies and is consumed by a desire for revenge, labeling him as unstable and unhinged. As the 2024 presidential race heats up, Harris's condemnation of Trump is part of a broader strategy to galvanize support among undecided voters and those disillusioned with Trump's brand of politics. Recent polling indicates that Democratic enthusiasm is slightly higher than it was during Barack Obama's historic 2008 campaign, a sign that Harris's message is resonating with a segment of the electorate. The political fallout from Trump's remarks has been significant, with Liz Cheney herself calling for former President George W. Bush to voice his concerns about the dangers posed by Trump's rhetoric. Cheney, who has been vocal in her criticism of Trump, stated, "I can't emphasize enough how important it is for leaders to speak out against this kind of dangerous rhetoric." In the wake of these events, a coalition of European Greens has urged Jill Stein, the Green Party's nominee, to withdraw from the election and endorse Harris in a bid to unify against Trump. This call for solidarity underscores the urgency many feel in countering Trump's influence as the election approaches. As the campaign trail continues, Harris is focusing her efforts on crucial swing states like Pennsylvania and Michigan, where she is amplifying her messages on key issues, including foreign policy and domestic programs. The vice president's campaign is keen on micro-targeting voters, particularly those who may be swayed by her stance on Israel and Gaza, as well as her commitment to combating political violence. Trump, on the other hand, has attempted to defend his comments by labeling Cheney as a warmonger, further deepening the divide between his supporters and those who oppose his aggressive rhetoric. His campaign has also filed a complaint with the Federal Election Commission against the Washington Post, alleging illegal contributions to Harris's campaign, showcasing the contentious nature of the current political landscape. Harris's closing remarks in Wisconsin reflect a broader narrative, that the stakes in this election are not just about policies, but about the very nature of political discourse in America. "We must stand against political violence and ensure that our leaders embody the values of respect and dignity," Harris concluded, reiterating her commitment to a campaign rooted in unity and resilience against divisive politics. As the election draws nearer, both candidates are intensifying their efforts to sway the undecided voters, with Harris's campaign emphasizing the importance of integrity and accountability in leadership. The political dynamics are shifting rapidly, and with Trump's controversial remarks at the forefront, the upcoming election promises to be one of the most contentious in recent history. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.